Yes, you made it to a casting call and someone asks you, well, who's your boss? Who do you work for? You need to know whether or not you're going to do this modeling thing freelance or with an agency. There are two entirely completely different major differences that you need to be aware of. Freelance model is what I do. I'm a freelance model, which means that I'm my own boss. I'm responsible for finding my gigs, making sure I get paid, booking myself for gigs, taking care of all the contracts. I am an independent contractor. I work for different people. I'm self-employed. I am the boss of me. That's funny because I used to always say that to everybody. You're not the boss of me. But freelance is, it has its rewards. There are pros, but there are also cons. For me, right now, freelance means that I may get a job, but I may also miss three jobs because I don't have all the connections or because I don't have the status that other models have that are with an agency. So what is an agency? Working with an agency is basically signing a contract and saying that I'm going to be a model for you and I trust you to find me the jobs that I need, find me the opportunities that I need, train me the way I need to be trained. Signing with an agency means that you're agreeing to be with someone who specializes in the field you're in. Remember earlier, things I wish I knew. First thing was, do your research on what type of model. If you're going to sign with an agency and you want to be a runway model, well, make sure that runway market is in that agency's demographics. You don't want to sign with a company that is not going to be able to book you with runway modeling. You'll definitely want to make sure that you're with someone who can give you what you're looking for. If you're a print or commercial model, make sure that the agency that you're going to work with is able to take care of you by booking you for print jobs, by booking you for commercials or commercial jobs. If you want to be in magazines, then you need to be with an agency that has a reputation and that has connections that can get you into magazines. The thing about an agency also is that they're going to charge you a fee and other business expenses. A lot of people think that being with an agency or being in the modeling industry, you're not supposed to pay for work. Well, that's not necessarily true. Yes, there are some scams out there, but there are also some legitimate agencies. And when you sign with an agency, you're going to have to do your research because you're going to need to know whether or not you're signing an exclusive or a non-exclusive agreement. You're going to have to look at the fine print to see what you're paying for. Are you going to have to pay for photo shoots? Are you going to have to pay upfront costs? Because a lot of these things, agencies, they will pay for it for you, but they're going to require you to give it back. It's like a work loan. You're basically going to work it off. And in addition to the things they do up front, you're going to have to think about when you're working with an agency, agents get paid a commission of what you get paid. So what do I mean by that? If you are with an agency and you have a non-exclusive agreement, which is the best, you book a job and the agency books that job for you and the job is paying you, say, $1,000. Well, the agency is going to get paid 20% of that. So you know that when you book that job, you're technically only going to get $1,000 minus the 20% minus your taxes and fees and everything else that has to come out. So know going into this that the money that you make, someone else is going to be getting a piece of the pie. It could be a great thing because if you have an agent who is booking you nonstop for jobs and you're constantly employed, you're going to have more money and the 20% won't really bother you. If you're not booking as many jobs or if the job is small, then you'll feel that fee and you'll think to yourself, oh my God, I did all this work and they took this much. That's the price you have to pay to be with an agency. That's one of the things that I love about being freelance is, I get all my money. But again, there are times when I miss out on jobs, so you have to weigh things. That's why you have to go back to the first thing I said, which is research. Know what you want to do and know who you want to work with. So one other thing that I wanted to mention with being a freelance model. Well, actually, freelance or with an agency, you always want to market yourself. You always want to be the person that is going to bat for you. If no one else is marketing for you, then you have to be the one that's marketing for you. You can't wait for everyone else to put your face out there. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, social media has taken over everything. When I started modeling years ago, there was no Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. We literally had to go out to go-sees and work. We had to be referred. It was word of mouth. There was no, oh, I saw your picture and I think you're a really great model. I want to work with you. Or I saw your picture and you just look amazing on camera, so we want to work with you. That didn't exist. So know that going into this, regardless of whether you're freelance or an agent signed model, you have to work for yourself. You have to market for yourself. You have to care about your brand. You have to care about what you're doing. And you have to network. Like I said, days of social media running the world are new. If you were a fashion model in my time, it makes me sound like I'm so old. If you were a fashion model in my time, you really had to network. You had to get up out of your house, get dressed, go to an event. And not just go to the event, but have the personality, have the skills to be able to talk to designers and present yourself in a way that would make them want to work with you, make them want to use you to represent their brand. So know that you have to establish those relationships. You have to network and you have to market yourself. Now, I'm going to mention social media again because a lot of people want to be models, but they don't realize that everyone sees what you're posting on social media. So if I go to your social media page and I see something that's not related to my brand or something that could be considered offensive or make my brand look bad because I'm attached to you, I'm not going to hire you. I tend to hire models that have great personalities. They're extremely smart in school. They are awkward. They have a great presence about themselves and they have this level of respect about themselves. And when I say level of respect, you can see what a person posts and tell whether or not you want to work with them. If you are posting, if you're posting lyrics to a song every day and the lyrics are laid in curse words, if you're posting pornographic adult content stuff, if you're posting fights, I'm not going to work with you because that's not my brand. And I'm speaking for me and my brand. But these are the things that you have to pay attention to. If I go to your social media page and there's adult R-rated content, I'm going to unfollow you. I'm going to unfriend you. I'm going to block you. If I go to your page and I see that you're always posting these fights from these sites that promote fighting amongst kids in the community, I'm going to unfollow you because that's not what I believe in. Do I like to have fun? Absolutely. Do I want my brand to be associated with fighting and lewd adult content? Absolutely not. So know that your marketing, you are always going to be marketing yourself. You are your brand. You are the person responsible for making sure that you put the picture out there that you want everyone to see, because we all know perception is reality. So if you don't want me to know about all the things that you do that would make me raise an eyebrow, then you probably shouldn't post it. Be honest with who you are. And if you're at that state in life to where those are the things that make you happy and move you, then that's great. That's who you are. But know that a lot of companies, a lot of businesses, they're going to shy away from that because they don't want that as a part of their brand. Now, if you meet up with the brand, that's all they do is they want to see fighting, or if they want to see lewd content, then hey, there you go. That's your niche. Just know, again, research who you're working with and know that people are looking at your social media and they're already judging you and deciding whether or not they're going to work with you.